Oh shoot. Is it frozen? Oh no. Okay, I've been thinking about making a set of tutorials on YouTube for how to use the Wire CPU, because the ones that I've seen are either ancient, incomplete, or some weird combination of the two. And it really bothers me because there's a lot of potential in the tool, but no one really seems to use it. So, I don't know. I'll think about it. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna like play around with it and put together a little system that I couldn't finish in a server because some idiot decided to mess with it while I was in the middle of something. This is why I can't trust. This is why you can't trust people online. But that's not important. I have to remember where it is. I need to organize this. This is like some awful mess. I'm not used to like doing the whole mic thing. I don't like speak and do things well. Oof. Okay. It's just, see how I went quiet there? It's just not really. It's not. I'm not good at it, and I stutter a lot. But meh. I can't remember where the case is. Should I move my mic? I don't know. We'll see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, wait. I think. Yeah, it's here. So I built a case a while ago for the computer. And it's not finished. I was remodeling it, so because the old one I had a board like this, except all the chips were on it. They were placed on it with a tool. There were none of these slots, and it was just kind of, oh shoot, I don't know what that was. It was just kind of, I don't know. I like the slot design a lot better because I can just throw things in it without having to wire everything up and waste a lot of time. Like, actually, let me show you, because I think it's really cool. This is like one of the best features in Wire, in my opinion, is this ability, like the slots. It's, what is it? What tool is it? The data plug-in socket. These, it's so useful. You left click, you place a slot. You right click, you place something that's supposed to go in it. I don't know, it's kind of finicky trying to actually get it in there, but you'll see a yellow line once it's you're in a good spot for it, and then you place it. Kinda, it's finicky. You'll see with in a second. But I made several cards with this useful tool. I won't explain how they're wired right now, but it's super awesome. Let me just, there we go. Let's see if I can actually fit it in here. Ah, wait, I saw it. This is so I saw it for like a split second. No. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so that's all I had to do. Now it's plugged in. It might, yeah, it's on because the power on. I already had that wired up. So that's it. And how it's wired is, okay, so all of these slots can access whatever is plugged into this one differently colored slot. So what I do is I would plug a memory card into here, and then everything else uses the memory card to communicate or store values or do whatever it needs to do. It's kind of like an interconnect, if that makes any sense. In fact, I have the memory card right here. It uses a tool called the dynamic memory, and all I did is I used the wire tool, I used the memory input, and then I wired to the memory output. This is for like a reset switch, because what a reset switch, excuse me, what it does is if you press a button and it's connected to the reset switch, it zeroes out all the memory. It clears it. Very useful. Now, all I really need to do is just plug it into the slot. This is going to take another 5 minutes. Oh, no, there we go. And just like that, they're both connected now. Of course, you can't really see any of this happening unless I get like the monitors and stuff set up, because how this works is you can like plug monitors or whatever into these, and then they do stuff, or they display outputs. But you'll see once this is finished. Actually, that would be boring now that I think about it. That would be boring. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me use the precision alignment to get all this stuff lined up. So instead I'll just show you kind of like my working bench, what I use to program everything before the case, and before I was trying to put it in the case. I think that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one because it took a minute to load. I think this is super cool. And gonna get a little bit lag here. Oof. Holy crap. Aye, man. Oof. I didn't think it'd run that badly. That's a shame. That is truly a shame. This game needs to be updated. Like, the underlying technologies need to be redesigned to take advantage of modern computers. Because it would just extend the capabilities of this game so much. Like, without the stability and lag issues, this game would be, like, just insane. But it's a dated game, and it's a marvel that it's lasted this long, so you can't really ask for everything, can you? So, I don't know. How about this? How about I just get like a quick version of it kind of outside of the case, and then I'll show you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I do want to show this off, but I don't want to deal with the lag issues of the other one. And then maybe in another video I'll show off the completed one. Not the completed with like as in the programming, but as in the build. This is definitely not finished being programmed. I have no idea when I'll finish this. It's a monumental task, and I do have several things I want to do with it. I didn't freeze it. Okay. Nope. This is so finicky. Now, I've been thinking about something. What I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of contribute to Wire. Like, I kind of thought about trying to become a developer, but I don't know Lua, and I do not intend on learning it. I have no interest in Lua, but I do have a great interest in like contributing to the Wire mod. That's not the right slot. But I don't know. Dang it. This is okay. So if I were to request one thing, it would be that please like redesign this whole slot thing so it's easier to get things in it. There we go. Probably need, we need another card, which would be the GPU. I say GPU. I don't remember which was which. I'll see when I plug them in, I guess. There's 2 cores on this. One is useful, one isn't. I need to silence my phone. I kind of thought about doing a dual GPU thing where they both work together, but I wasn't sure how to do that, and I'm still not sure. An idea was that they would both contribute to like the same buffer, and then one of the GPUs would take that buffer and output it out to the screen, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know if it's possible either. But it's just something to think about. Do I need anything else? No, well, yeah. There's one more thing. There's this little memory viewer. It's like my debugging card almost. It lets me see values and things. Super useful. It's invaluable actually. Without this, I would have never like been able to do this. I want to upgrade it so that it's more like a useful debugger. You know, like you can change values and view memory like locations, as in their addresses, as well as the values like at the addresses. But that requires a little bit more programming, a little bit more stuff to actually get working. I think everything's plugged in now. Now I need to plug everything up to the screens. I need to probably reflash some of the CPUs, and maybe the GPU. We'll see in a second, I guess. Where do I go to do this again? So how this it's kind of like, you know, I'll shut up and show you instead. Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like USB or HDMI plugging this stuff up. Is this the GPU? Yeah, it is. Okay. You need a GPU screen to output anything from like a GPU chip, which is something. Very eloquent. That's just something I noticed. When I first learned how to use the GPU, I kind of like, I wanted to output it to the digital screen, but that's not really how that works. I don't think it is anyways. That's one thing. It's not outputting when it should be. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the wrong card. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. That's the CPU, not the GPU. I designed this kind of like the old computers where you're like the CPU, GPUs, like everything is just kind of goes into an ISA slot. Like the motherboard or the board, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really handle very much logic. Have to get this the right angle because these do only go in like one way. But yeah, it's very stupid if I were to put it in like a way. If I were to describe it, the board is very stupid. All it does is send values from, I don't know, it sends values between the memory card and the rest of everything else. Ah, there it goes. There it goes. Excuse me. That's not the right. It's not supposed to be showing that. That's not the right one. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Shut up. Freaking. Okay. Professionalism. Okay. Huh, the do not disturb button is lagging. Okay, there we go. I installed, I rooted my phone and flashed the ROM. I installed, what is it called? I installed a modded version of, what is it? Remix, Resurrection or Resurrection Remix? I can't remember. It's a modded version, for the Samsung Galaxy Prime, the Galaxy Grand Prime, because, you know, I have an old phone. And I didn't want to use an older version. That's a story for another time. That's the right one. Okay. It has some weird glitches with it. I don't know if it's with my phone or whatever. But like sometimes I'll just like lose connection, be it Wi-Fi or mobile. I don't know why. Like, and it doesn't get fixed unless I restart the whole phone. This definitely didn't happen before I messed with it, before I modded the phone, but it's really good. It's a really good thing. If you want to do it, then I think you should. So long as, like, I didn't have a warranty, so I didn't really have any, like, things, because this does void your warranty, I think. I got distracted. Hold on. I need to be plugging this stuff in. Okay. That's the right plug, right? I wire it to the first one. This is actually 4 console screens and 1 screen. I programmed it. I programmed my my message writer, because I had to program a message writer for the CPU, because I did, like, you know what? No, you'll see in a minute. This is such a pain, like having to plug all these in. And that's the right one. Is it actually on? Yeah, I already checked that. I need to plug this in, actually. I need that debugging chip just in case all this doesn't work the first time, which it probably won't. I don't know why. It's very inconsistent, you know, with whether it works. It should just work when I plug everything in, but it doesn't. I don't know why. What do I need? What do I need? I need this. Yeah. Let's just use the second one. You know, in the middle of this, or just now, I realized that not all of the screens are actually wired. Only these two are, because I didn't design it to do that. Because the model, the workbench that I was using, the one that lagged earlier, that really killed my game, that I had, you know, because I had to delete and everything. It only had the monitor that I was using only had one console screen. I didn't design it around the idea that I would be using 4 of them. But that's a simple fix. Yeah, I need to reflash that. I don't care about showing code. I mean, you're not going to see all of it anyways because a lot. Where is it at? It's not open. If you recognize these terms, lexer and parser. I was gonna make an assembler for the CPU, but I got kind of stuck. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do or how it was supposed to work because I don't have memory values. I don't have a list of memory values for the individual instructions like jump. I don't have codes for them, so I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. Even if I did, assuming that this is a legitimate like assembler, I don't think it is, but I don't know. I'd have to go to the wire source code for that, and I really don't have time to do that. But assuming that it is, it would be assembled in different values anyways, so I'm not sure how I do it. I could use kind of a pseudo like environment. Like, I'll explain it in a minute. I need to focus on which one I need. I think it's this one. Yeah. I think it's this one. Oh wait, it's not wired. I forgot. I think I need to wire. Zero 2000. Is that? Wait. Is that right? It's not on because this one isn't designed for like I didn't put a button on it. This is supposed to be displaying something. I knew this wouldn't work first try, unfortunately. It's definitely data's being read and supposedly written. Zero. Let me check the code again. Is 0 supposed to be 2000? Oh, okay. 2000 is not supposed to be wired to that. It's supposed to be wired to that. Yep. And 0 is supposed to be wired to that. What the heck? That is not good. I don't know if that's the actual data or the freaking debugging card is glitched out. I have no idea. I guess I'll find out in a minute. That needs to be faster. I need to get like quicker updates. Yeah, you can set the speed of the CPU, which I think is an invaluable feature. You can't see it, but like it's a lot faster now. Wow, that is not supposed to do that. What in the world? This is freaking stupid. Assuming that's wired up correctly, I should just like flash it after speeding it up, of course. Because holy crap, this needs to be fast because it is running something that's very demanding. And do I have it open? I do. And then I just do that. It's alive! Yes! Oh, sweet! And this is a little Hello World sample and assembly. That's just like a string I put in there just to test something. I might feed it to the assembler if I ever freaking like work on it and finish it. Wait a minute, that's right. That's the actual, that's right. Then why is this? Oh no, the memory is corrupted. I need to reset this. Okay. We're good. This is why I have a reset button. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but then I need to reset the CPU too, because the values are gone. It needs to communicate with the GPU. Oh, here's a weird glitch with the GPU. You see how this chip is outputting to here? I noticed that if the GPU, like the actual chip, is not being rendered, no logic is executed, which means nothing will be updated on the screen that it's outputting to unless it's in range or in the perspective of you. See how the freaking timer on it is changing? But the second it's out of view, it stops changing. That's very annoying. Oh well. This. Oh, wait. I remember what this USB is for. It's for the keyboard. Okay. This is a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I do forget what some things do, but that's fine. I need one more of these. I need to wire it to the keyboard and plug it in. I did actually make a system so that it runs programs like it's like command based. Is this upside down? Probably. No? I always forget. Is that white part on the top or bottom? It's on the top, which means it should be like this. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Yep, there we go. I apologize for like the low resolution. I'm using like a 720p screen, unfortunately. But yeah, I got a little keyboard thing. I can just type whatever. Oh freak! I need. Okay, you see that? I'm pressing Shift. I need to program it so that like no key gets output when I put Shift or like any of these control keys, like Shift right, Shift left, Tab, stuff like that. It's not perfect, but it's something. It has commands, I mentioned that, but they don't do anything at the moment. I also don't remember what they are. Let's see what they are. I think one of them is win.com. Oh shoot. I entered it wrong. Holy crap. Oh, that can't be good. Reset. Yeah, that can't be good. There's a little glitch, I guess. A loop error. Let's type it correctly this time. Win.com. Yeah. I programmed it so like the win.com command goes to this like little processor halt thing. It just stops execution. So nothing stupid happens. It doesn't do anything right now. Like I said, my commands are placeholders. I need to make some like debugging commands before I do anything serious. This is actually a rewrite of an old OS I did. The OS was, I think I still have the motherboard for it. You're gonna see in a second why I had to rewrite everything and redesign it into this little card-based system because it's freaking much better. Like, you think this looks complicated? Let me show you what this crap looks like. It's freaking stupid. If I have it. Did I save it in a different thing? Vehicle controller, machine controller. No, this is something else. Huh. Do I have it? I'm sure I do have it, but where is it? Where is it? CPU concepts, no. I need to organize this horrendous advanced duplicator folder. It's actually terrible. Monitors, no, here, maybe? I know I saved it, I don't know where it is. You know, whatever, I'll just spawn the whole, like, should I spawn the whole computer? I need to, you know, yeah, I'll just spawn the whole computer. I can't have all of them on here, unfortunately, because of, you know, game not really being optimized for newer computers, but that's just a thing you gotta deal with, you know. Do what you gotta do. Oof. Yeah, just give it a second. Advanced Duplicator really hates these slots and cards. That's the only thing. It freaking dies trying to load this stuff. Like, good luck trying to do this stuff. You know, it's awful trying to load. Like, your game will freeze, or at least lag horribly. Case 2. Actually, that saved pretty good. And now I'm just gonna like despawn everything because I want to show you the awful mess that was the old computers and like the old setup and everything. I think it was this. Yep, this is the old one. No, no. This is not it. This is too simple. I know I had more stuff on here. Okay. It has an awful blue light here. This was going to be like a sound chip, this one, and like that's pointing upwards. Yeah, I'm not good with the sound chip or the SPU. I'm actually pretty trash at it. It's just whatever. This is a rendering card. It was supposed to crunch numbers. I never got around to like properly programming it, so it's just sitting there, increasing your limit on props and stuff and servers and whatever. It doesn't do anything functional. Everything else does. This awful, horrendous mess of address buses leading to other address buses, leading to memory, leading to freaking God knows what, and buttons and just freaking gates, and it's a mess. It was a horrible, horrible mess, and it spiraled out of control. That's why I dropped this design in favor of the cards, because I know what each card does and I know what parts on each card does. It's just an organization thing. That's all I wanted to show you. Dang, this is going on for almost 30 minutes now. Sheesh, time really flies. I was going to build it in this, but that'll take too long. And I don't want to just sit in silence while I'm just using precision alignment. Holy crap. You know, that's interesting. Freaking Advanced Duplicator, at least, I don't know, the versions that I used it with the older computers freaking hated the CPU. It never duped the code properly, so I would always have to reflash them whenever I placed it. Maybe that's fixed with the newer versions, because that pasted perfectly. Memory and everything works. Huh. I think that's it. I think that's it for right now. Me just rambling on for 30 minutes about computers and whatever. Maybe I'll show everyone how to do this stuff, because the tutorials I've seen for the CPU are either A, incomplete, B, ancient, C, rudimentary. Like, they don't show you how to do advanced stuff like the cards and slots and everything, so they're just not really tutorials at all, or some weird combination of all of them. So maybe I'll do something with this. Also, I was thinking about doing this because the documentation is non-existent. Like, ever since the wire reforms went down, a lot of the CPU stuff is just gone. Like, you have to dig through like the Internet Archive and all that kind of stuff, and I want to provide like a convenient way to like learn how to do all this stuff. But I think that's it. It's gone on for 30 minutes. It's hot in here and I'm tired of talking, so I'll see everyone later. Yeah.